What is up, future millionaires? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ellie, aka Ellie Talks Money, and I am so excited to bring out another video full of value and gems today. We are going to be talking about how I went from from 1K to 100K monthly, and how you can do the exact same thing. Listen, these strategies worked for me. I was not, some long-time entrepreneur. I'm the only entrepreneur in my family. I just learned how to scale my business. And this is my huge mission, is to make sure other people just like you know how to scale their business as well, even if you do not have that experience. So I want you to comment down below 6-figure months. Okay, because we are normalizing. We don't even want to talk about 6-figure years. That's one thing. I want you guys to believe and know that 6-figure months can absolutely be your reality. If I can do it starting from a stimulus check, unemployed, at my mom's house with 4 kids, you can do it too. So grab your notebook, grab a pen, and let's get into these gems.
Ellie talks money to create the better days. Business, money, life, the Ellie way.
All right, y'all, welcome back into the video. So we are talking about how to go from $1,000 a month to $100,000 a month. And I want to give you guys some context. I had my first $1,000 month probably 30 days into my business. So I started in July. I think I made my first $1,000, around middle of August through middle of September. So it took me about 45 days to start making money. And I had my first $100,000 month in January of 2021. A month I'll never forget, probably the most exciting time of my life. It was just incredible. So I want you all to understand that there are some key steps you can take to literally, 10x or 100x your business in this regard. So number one thing that I did that you will do too is increase the visibility of your business. I want you guys to know that social media, these phones, are an absolute key to increasing your profit, to increasing your revenue, to increasing the amount of customers that you have. I decided when I saw that I could make $1,000, and then when I made $10,000, I said, what this is showing me is that if I show up even more and make more people know about my brand, my business, and the courses that I sell, I should be able to increase my revenue. And that is exactly what I did. So instead of posting once a day or twice a day, I posted 4 times a day. Instead of not going live, I went live 2 to 3 times per day to make sure that people knew they could come to me as a resource, that they could come to me with questions, and that I was going to always provide value in addition to encouraging them to join and sign up for my program. So increasing your visibility is key. And when I was on, when I started back in 2020, I wasn't on TikTok. I was only on Instagram. I wasn't on Clubhouse. I was like, let me just focus on my platform. So increasing your visibility at minimum in one key area, one key social platform, is a really great way to scale your business, okay? Second thing that can definitely assist you in going from 1K months to 100K months is to diversify your product offering. When I made my first $1,000, I was providing an Instagram course and also doing basically free to very low cost coaching calls. They were about $30 for an hour. And that was cool. But because I was still trading time for money, I was only able to make so much. You can only do so many hour-long coaching calls for $30 before you realize, wait a minute, this is not working. So what I did instead was diversify my product offering and look at, okay, yes, people need help with the sales and strategy of their business, through this coaching call, but people also need access to this information with regard to how to get funding, with regard to how to grow. So instead of me delivering this to them directly in a call, why don't I put it into a package that so many people can enroll in, and I don't necessarily have to talk to anyone. So adding digital products and different topics was a key element to going from 1K to 100K. Instead of just providing one service, look at how you can take that service and create it into a digital product that can be delivered to thousands of people by you doing the work one time. Because yes, there are still going to be people who would rather work with you one-on-one, sure. But if people also know that you have taken your knowledge and put it into a DIY type of package, either through a course or an ebook, that is very attractive. Now, instead of you trading time for money, so in that 1 hour it would have taken you to talk to one customer, you can spend that 1 hour creating content or going live that gives you access to 30 people. That just completely doubled, tripled, 30 times your revenue. So you have to think about that, okay? The third thing that I did to go from $1,000 a month to $100,000 a month, this is going to surprise you, but I did not increase my price extra high, right? Yes, one way to make more money is to increase your prices. Instead, what I chose to do is make sure that my price was still affordable. So this is really the transition that my prices took. When I first created my first product, it was $15. When I had my first $100,000 month, my product was $50. So about a $35 increase, but I still wanted to make sure that I was just in that zone where people could fairly easily and comfortably pay for my product or service so I could get volume. So when you want to scale from $1,000 to $100,000, you need to look at how can you get volume? How can you get the most amount of people for perhaps the lowest cost? Now, this is especially important when you're new to business, right? So I was still in my first 6 or 7 months. I don't think I had reached 100,000 followers yet. I still was wanting to build a name for myself. And so when you're in that position, it can definitely be helpful to create a product that can appeal to the masses so that you grow a mass, big, growing brand that everyone is familiar with and can identify with. Now, as you start to scale up, when you're 3 years into business, 4 years, 5 years, and you have a name and reputation, then absolutely you can be more exclusive and have much higher tiered pricing. But in this specific instance, going from, 4 figures to 6 figures, definitely being able to appeal to a mass audience is super, super helpful. The fourth thing that I did to make sure that I could scale and that helped me to scale is to have better systems on the back end, okay? Listen, running a business is marketing, it is content, it is all of that, but a business is not a business if you don't have a team, and a business is not a business if you don't have a working back end. So I made sure that my email marketing was on point. That's when I started looking at using systems like upsells when people were going to buy my product, having automatic emails go out reminding people to add on to their purchase or when class was going to start. And also having systems like affiliates. It can be really helpful for you to appeal to someone else's audience by giving them a 50% off discount code in order for them to feel motivated to share your product or service with that audience so that they get a piece too. And now you're also expanding and again, going after the masses. So making sure you have systems like email marketing with ConvertKit, text message marketing, which you can do through Community, using a funnel like ClickFunnels or Samcart, making sure that you have a way to communicate with your audience before the purchase and after the purchase. All of these things are going to make a really big difference in helping you to drive revenue and to scale. All right, so the fifth element that helped me to go from $1,000 a month to $100,000 a month is promo. And what I mean by this are things like ads, posting on other pages, and paying for other people to promote your content essentially. Now, I want you to know that this doesn't mean you need $10,000 a month in ad spend, $20,000, $30,000, because I never spent that. I, at that time, used the money that I had to pay for promo or shout outs on other larger Instagram pages. So you want to make sure that you identify pages in your niche. Let's say if you want to teach people how to invest, then you're going to look for investing pages that have 200,000, 300,000 followers or more. DM them and say, hey, I love your page. how much for a shout out post. Some pages are going to charge $50, some pages are going to charge $250. But what's great about this strategy is now you have gotten direct access to their audience for a 24 or 48 hour period. Sometimes it's a permanent post as well. And they are going to see your post, hear your voice, and then click to follow your page. And with that, now you have a new swarm of people coming in. So when you post your content, which is tip number 1, go live, right? Also in tip number 1, now you're able to convert them. So the best way to maximize on this is when you pay for shout out pages, know what time they are going to post, and within about an hour of the time that they post you on that page, make sure you go live, make sure you're posting, make sure you're in your stories, because that's when you can estimate people have started to see the post and go over to your page, and you want to captivate them as soon as possible. So these are some of my 5 tips for going from $1,000 a month to $100,000 a month, and I'm blessed and so grateful to say I've been at a consistent 6-figure month for the past 2 years, and I know that if I can, you can too. So I want you to comment below if you have questions on this, and if I should do a part 2, because I would love to break down even more of the strategies that really go into scaling a 7-figure business, because truly, again, if I can, you can as well. So I'll see you on the next video. Bye.